In the background of this video, there's this weird like creature living in the house, and it keeps just howling. I may eventually kill it. I don't know. Probably not though. Oh, Dan, you madman. Anyway, Dan brought this into the house for me because I ordered it and then I went to Chicago Can Jam, and that feels like a dick move when someone's gonna come check your house. Like, hey, you had a package. It was 45 pounds. You know, no one would have noticed if you just walked by. But you're like doing this like weird bow-legged old sea captain shanty across the fucking floor.
I'm being sneaky.
This is why Canadians have never won a war. That's their sneaky. I'm sneaking around. Anyway, this, I saw you there too. You're not being sneaky at all. This was an angry purchase. Angry purchases tend to cost between $300 and $1,000. And this was like a $370 angry purchase. Because it's not one, not two, not even three, certainly not four, but five APC backup UPSs. Five. I didn't even calculate how many I actually need. I'm just like, I want 5. And I was gonna buy cheaper ones. These were about $70 a piece, $72 a piece. And I was gonna buy like a $45 one, but I'm like, I don't like the look of it, design, and I own these already. So this house lives on many property, and we had a terrible windstorm and nothing went wrong. And then the next day when it was nice out, whatever trees had fallen down in the distance, because the power lines to get to me are probably like 15 miles fucking long, the company had to shut the power off, reconnect it, and turn it on. But they must have had Bobby, the slightly slow kid, on the fucking switch, because he was like, off. On, off, on, off, on, off, on, off. And everything in my house kept resetting, and the generator had to turn on twice. It turned on and off, and then on and off again. And my printer was yelling at me like, you improperly shut me down. And every subwoofer in the house, 15-inch there, the 3000 micro in there, the rhythmic 15 there, plus I have actually that one's on a UPS, so it didn't pop. But like 4 subwoofers were boom. And it was like, please stop turning on and off my lights, power company, because it has to be the power company fixing the lines. And I bought 5 of these so that like my computer desk in there, like I have UPSs everywhere. In fact, I've got this UPS under my bed because I have a CPAP machine, and it helps you breathe. And if you're asleep and you lose power, the CPAP machine is gonna go off. And you know what the worst feeling is? Suffocating. So I've got one here, there, on that computer. And the problem with this little unit, it's a cheap one. It's like 70 bucks. It's only 600 watts. So I have that old gaming PC, which is very inefficient on it. And I was like, do I put my TV on it? So the TV's on just surge. Because if I turn the brightness up on the TV and that computer's running, that's more than 600 watts. Never ask how much an OLED draws. But it works here, and it certainly works in my bedroom, and it's gonna work for my review desk there, or my actual office desk with a small monitor and some audio equipment. My CRT isn't plugged into a UPS, so if my CRT was on, it would have gone on, off, and no. And I'm gonna make sure the printer is nice and happy. So I've got 2 for that room, at least 1 for, let's see, 2 for that room, maybe another one in this room so I could have 2 separate ones, and then 2 in the basement for just various equipment that I don't want popping on and off. This is just a buffer. It doesn't have to actually run things for hours. It's just when I have those stupid power company things that for 20 minutes, they're gonna decide to turn my power fucking on and off 4 or 5 times. That doesn't affect them. So god damn it, like I got my massive APC, like used power one that's in the basement that's rack mount, that runs my main servers and shit and all my networking equipment. That'll run for an hour. You just have to keep everything afloat for 15, 20 minutes. And it's not even like computers are gonna be on this, so it'll probably run forever. So I'm gonna open one of these up, and then if you wanna check out Amazon, one of these videos, which is much less fucking and cursing, will be on Amazon. But yeah, this sort of energy, the energy that buys things. I have the energy to spend money. Very basic packaging. We've got a USB cable in case you want to hook it up to a computer and have it know, like, you can tell your computer will hook this up. And it'll be like, hey, there's no power, computer. And the computer goes, okay, I will shut down now. Shuts down all the programs normally and naturally, and it's great. Also, there's USB out on this. Which is a USB out on the one under my bed? Because I don't have that plugged in. I could just use that to charge my phone. Because I currently have a USB fucking power brick plugged into the thing and I shouldn't need to. And yeah, so you've got 2 surge here. And this that says connect the battery. So turn product over, connect rove recover. So you do this. You do this. You do this. They don't ship it with the battery connected, or it would be bad. So you make sure you don't have it looped under. You plug this son of a bitch in. Oh, we got a little spark. Little sparking is normal. Well, I gotta get good at this for the Amazon version. There we go. Nice and deep. Nice and deep. I think we can go straight back down the way we came. Boom. Boom. So these 5 are battery and surge, 2 close, 3 separated ones for like slightly larger transformers. Although if you have a big transformer, that's the only place it's gonna go. You could also buy little like 6-inch extension cords for putting heavy duty things. And then these 2 are just surge. So like, you know what you need to protect from batteries, like the battery needs to be on it. You know it needs to be just be surge. And then, does this have a plastic cover? It does. Oh yeah, peel that off. Oh yeah. Like, at this price point, if you have a nice house with lots of things in it and your power is shit, even once every 6...
Take out the trash.
Okay. When it says to take out the trash, I do this. And that reminds me to take the trash out. That's actually empty, so I'm not going to. But there's trash in Pasta's trailer. And there's trash that the cats have made in the garage. So now this thing, I wish the cords were a little bit shorter, but they're not super stiff because they're so lightweight, only 600 watts. This is actually a pretty decent, thickness of power cord. Like you can fold it up more legitimately than they did. And make it nice. Also, I love the fact that the APCs have, it's unfortunate that they don't alternate, but you can just flat plug with an angle. And it's like, as long as your plug is there, you're good to go. If it's not there, then you're good to go that way. And if you plug it back into itself, that's an alternate dimension universe device. You take this, you turn it on, you throw it into a crowd. All that crowd ends up in 1873. So yeah. That's why I bought 5 of these. Pure fucking rage. Actually, throw away the plastic. Throw away the wire ties. So long as this thing turns on, I will burn all the cardboard. And then I probably won't be hooking up the computer to any one of these, although I could. Legitimately. Like, yeah, I've got an Eaton on my gaming machine, and I got a big APC on my equipment rack with all my networking gear. And then I've got 2 of these already. So now I've got fucking 7 of these. Because the other alternative, and you guys, someone in the comments could be like, Zeos, just get a whole house UPS. A whole house UPS. The problem with that is you have to rearrange your entire electrical box. Because I don't want my fucking stove on a UPS. If I lose power while I'm baking cookies, let the cookies not cook. Because it'll just go, batteries? So that's just a fucking nightmare and $2,000 and actually hiring an electrician, because I don't trust myself with that shit. But yeah, no. This is a nice, cheap, and it's nice that it's independent units too, because if something fails, you just replace the 1 unit or the 1 battery. When it's a whole house, unless I had a Tesla wall, and then I don't give a shit, that would be even better. Tesla wall would be the ultimate. So, now to make this video for Amazon, so that if you go to the Amazon page for this in the link below, you should see my video, but probably, I don't know, maybe by the time this comes out, because it's gonna be a while. The one I'm gonna film for that is gonna come up real fucking fast. Oh, I didn't look at the side. So yeah, there's your slots. It also isn't ugly. That's another thing. The other ones are like those flat, fat power bricks. You could lay this one down like this. Holy shit, I completely missed a giant piece of paper. Here's the quality assurance test. DC wires, polarity, cold boot verification, AC input, all these are passed and it's signed by whatever. So you get to hang these up on your wall or leave them on here if you're really, like there's no reason to take this off other than it looking ugly. Oh shit, it also has wall mounts. I didn't even realize you could actually hang this fucker on the wall. You could mount this to the wall. So I'm gonna just probably sit them on the floor like this, but you could sit them on the floor. I would do it this way with the plugs on the bottom so the wires aren't coming over and you have access to the button, which also is the mute button for when you lose power. Fucking solid little unit. I'm glad I spent the extra money. It's got a circuit breaker, not a fuse. It's got a building wire fault indicator, and here's your USB data port. All right, so this is a good practice run for the actual review, where I'm going to be doing this for Amazon. Move some other shit out of the way so it looks nice and neat. And by neat, I mean N-E-E-T. Nice and neat. Pretty sure you can't own a house like this and be called a neat anymore. I'm sorry, everybody. All right, am I psyched? Let's fucking do this. Fuck blackouts, fuck brownouts, fuck wind, and fuck electrical companies. Although my electrical company doesn't charge me too much, so I can't be too angry at them.